Jai Shri Ram. Why did Lakshmana laugh at the coronation? Why did Lakshmana laugh when Rama was just getting coronated? It's a very interesting incident. You see, all the rishis were present, everyone was getting ready, Rama was to be coronated, Rama Pattabhishekam was just about to start. And Lakshmana started laughing uncontrollably. He went into paroxysms of laughter and he couldn't control. Paroxysms means uncontrolled fits, paroxysms of laughter. And people were all watching, and everyone was wondering why he was laughing. And everyone started feeling uncomfortable because they thought perhaps he was laughing at them. For example, the people of Ayodhya, they were feeling uncomfortable because they felt like fools. They have allowed all this palace intrigue to go on and allowed Rama to go to the forest for 14 years just because this lady Kaikeyi, they could have revolted, they could have protested, they could have prevented all this from happening, but they didn't. You see, vox populi, vox bullshit, vox populi, vox Dei, that is the Latin quote. The voice of the people is the voice of God. And some philosophers said vox populi, vox bullshit. That is the rubbish. Democracies, you see, unfortunately, Socrates was totally opposed to the idea of democracy. In fact, we also, you see, unfortunately in democracies the majority rules, and the majority are always dumb. 80%, the majority does not have the intelligence required to run a country. Come on, decisions have to be taken by the intelligent people. And what percentage of intelligent people are part of a nation's population? So anyway, I don't want to get into that debate. So the people of Ayodhya started feeling very uneasy. Kaushalya was feeling uneasy because it appeared, that she was overly keen to get Rama crowned. Kaikeyi, all her plans failed. Bharata, he could very well have been king. He lost a golden opportunity to be king. Of course, Bharata was perhaps not so uncomfortable, but even Bharata was also feeling a little uneasy. Sumitra, Sugriva, Shatrughna. See, Sumitra and Shatrughna, they, in spite of their own greatness and nobility of character, were always servants. They never got promoted to any post of authority. Lifelong servantship. Sugriva was feeling guilty because after all Rama killed his elder brother, that too from behind a tree, and he managed to become the king by getting his own brother killed. Same problem with Vibhishana. Jambavan was feeling odd and guilty, uncomfortable because though he was great and powerful, he could not do much because of his age. So he was feeling that he did not live up to all the expectations of people. Hanuman was also feeling odd and uncomfortable because after all that he did, what did he get anyway? He got Rama's embrace. But anyway, that is the most invaluable thing. So Hanuman got his own tail aflame, and he went there to find out about Sita and ended up burning Lanka. And he was very worried. Hanuman, after he burnt the whole of Lanka, he realized, oh my God, Sita might have got hurt. Then he ran and saw Sita. Of course, she was not hurt because Sita is Agni herself. So Sita is Mukhya Prana. She is Rama's Shakti. She cannot be separated from Rama. So Hanuman realized that he conquered Kama, but he failed to conquer Krodha. So Krodha, anger, wrath, is more powerful than Kama. Now Kama can mean selfish desire, Kama can mean lust. So Hanuman conquered Kama, but Krodha he did not. That was the lesson Hanuman learnt. And because of the burning of the Lanka, so many people also lost their property and lives. Of course, they were all asuras, they were supporting Ravana. That's the rest of the story. But Hanuman was also feeling uncomfortable because of all the things that he did. And Sita, was he laughing at Sita? Sita was also feeling odd because after all she was subjected to Agni Pariksha. And Rama himself was wondering, is this fellow laughing at me? After all the trouble, finally he ended up with a wife with a soiled reputation, because people are not going to end. They caused such a lot of furore, and later again Sita was subjected. Of course, that came later. So everyone was wondering why. I mean, it's such a serious situation. You don't expect somebody to go out of control and start laughing, na? Actually, Lakshmana was laughing because he asked Nidra Devi, the goddess of sleep, to let him remain awake for 14 years. And she said, okay. I believe she transferred Lakshmana's sleep to Urmila Devi, his wife. So his wife slept all the time, while Lakshmana was awake for 14 years. He was the security guard. He was vigilant, alert all the time. And the agreement was that she will spare him till the coronation. And now the coronation was about to start, and Lakshmana was falling asleep. And Hanuman was trying to say, hey, please Lakshmana, please, even Sita I believe, she said, please watch the coronation. But no, Nidra Devi overwhelmed Lakshmana, and before Rama could be coronated, Lakshmana went into deep sleep. And before he went into deep sleep, he laughed his guts out. Interesting, isn't it? So, what are the inferences we can draw? The many inferences can be drawn. Never laugh at an inappropriate moment. Anyway, there are other inferences also which I think you are entitled to draw, and if you come across something interesting, insightful understanding, please let me know. Jai Shri Ram.